Hello, Year 11. We've got literature exams coming up, and you might want to get really active with learning quotations. So, here is some strategies that we've put together for you to get really active with learning quotations. We have a series of Triptico codes. I'm going to show you what you can do with them. Now, we've got Triptico quizzes on poetry, Jekyll and Hyde, Macbeth. We're still waiting on Act 5 of Macbeth and an Inspector Calls. We'll hopefully have those for you very soon too. But this is how you do it. So I'm going to demonstrate this with poetry. So I'm just going to copy this particular code. This is obviously in the email to you here. And I'm going to now go to the website Triptico. So I would just put in triptico.co.uk. Now you scroll down to I am a student with a code. So we'll do that. And the code I'm going to put in here. Now I'm going to submit my code. And that means I have access to play this on various games. I'm going to recommend 4 games. And this is a possible running order for what you could do. I'm going to start first with Quick Quiz. So let's open this poetry revision with Quick Quiz. And what we do with Quick Quiz is we scroll down, we pull down here, and let's see what comes up. So it's going to give me a quotation, and the quotation is, "In every cry, every man, in every infant's cry of fear. Quick, test yourself. What poem is that?" It is, of course, London. So can I find the right answer? Well, there's 2 here for London, so I'm going to have to test myself. Is this Blake's metaphor conveys the idea of people being mentally trapped? Is that a metaphor? Or Blake uses anaphora and sounds to capture the horrors of the city. Anaphora, the repetition of the starts of lines. So in every cry, in every, and sounds, cry and cry. So it must be this one. Let's test it. Brilliant. I'm going to scroll. I'm going to play again. This is playing Quick Quiz with our poetry quotations. Our next quotation that we get is, "I wanted to graze my nose across the tip of your nose. Play at being Eskimos like we did when you were little." Well, let's say I'm going to get one wrong. For no reason whatsoever, I'm going to say this is war photography. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all about testing yourself. We know this one's poppies. And what does it tell us? It tells us it's an anecdote of the soldier's childhood, revealing feelings of motherly life. So great. We're ready to spin the wheel again. But I'm going to just leave that one there. So that's Quick Quiz. So let's go and get our code again. Let's put our code again, and we'll put it into Triptico again. That's already there, but I'm just showing you what we do. Submit the code. Now we're going to open it with another quiz, and this time we're going to open it with Match. Here it comes. Okay, so I need to match the quote with the description. "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand desert. The charge of the light brigade." I don't think so. So I'm going to move that on. "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert." I don't think so. So I'm going to press the white one again and change the poem. No, it's not tissue either, is it? Ozymandias. First description of the statue. There's 3 Ozymandias quotes here. In fact, there's 3 quotes for each poem that you can remember from in this particular Triptico set. Is this the first description of the statue? I'm going to see, is that a match? Yes, it is a match. Get in. "And wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command." Ooh, well, I think that might also be Ozymandias. So let's go and see if I can find another Ozymandias one. Ozymandias, where are you? Again, I'm pressing the white card just to try and get into Ozymandias here. I'll be with you soon. Oh, there was one. "Description of the face on the statue shows cruelty." Shame I can't go back to the wrong one. Is this right? Yes, it is. Get in. So that's playing it with the game called Match. So we've played Quick Quiz and we've played Match. Let's try it one more way. So let's get the code again. Copy this code again. I'm going to stick with poetry for this. The Jekyll and Hyde ones, there's Macbeth ones there for you to use as well. We'll stick with poetry. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to put my code in. Obviously, I don't need it. It's already there. I'm going to submit my code, and I'm going to open this time with 10 in a row. 10 in a row. So 10 in a row, we'll open up. "It may be at war, it may be sick with tyrants, but I'm branded by an impression of sunlight." Can I, before I click it, say what poem it is? Sunlight, tyrants. I think this is likely to be the Emigre. Let's see what comes up. Right then. Lovely. The Emigre is there, so that's right. But is this B, the Emigre, the narrator's love for their lost home makes them want to nurture the place, or is it C, a pure childlike view on a war-torn country? Well, this is really, really tricky. I'm going to go for C, branded by an impression of sunlight. Phew, didn't matter. So I've got one. This grew. I gave commands. We know what poem this is, don't we? What poem's that? Get it right. It's My Last Duchess. But more than that, this is Browning's Duke making it clear he had his wife made. I've got two in a row, and so on until you get 10 in a row. Okay, and our fourth game, I'm going to suggest to you here, we're going to submit the code again. This time, I really like this one for testing yourself more. This is cardboards. Cardboard, sorry. So cardboard, we'll open it up here. How many cards are going to play off? Let's put 12 out there, shall we? 12 cards. Test yourself. 12 different quotations. But with cardboard, what you're going to try and do is you're going to pick one and you're going to say something about it. So I'll just randomly tell myself when to stop. Stop. Right, I'm on this one. Near where the chartered Thames does flow. Right, this is London by Blake, and Blake is showing how the city has been ordered and organised. All right. Blake captures the sense of London being owned by the powerful. Near enough. I'm fine with that. Pick another one randomly. Stop. The mind forward. No, I've already done that poem. Stop. The horizon's bound, a huge peak, black and huge, as if with voluntary power. What poem's this then? Test yourself. This is the prelude, isn't it? But what's it going to say behind card? I think it's going to say something about the narrator, Wordsworth, as a child, sees this mountain personified here, and it emphasizes the power of nature. Let's read. The prelude, Wordsworth describes the mountain in a way that is terrifyingly powerful. Right, so we've got 4 strategies here for you. They're all there in the email for you. And we have poetry ones, Jekyll and Hyde ones, Macbeth ones. All you need to do, let's remind yourselves of what to do again. Let's take it for the Jekyll and Hyde one and see does it work. Copy that. Go to Triptico. Enter student code. Submit a code. Open it with. Let's open here with. Let's do a quick 10 in a row. War of Attitudes. So what's this? Oh, this is hard. Highlights the difference in scientific views in the research of both Jekyll and Lanyon. Utterson's the embodiment of a respectable, well-kept Victorian gentleman. Utterson's first encounter with Hyde. I think this has to be Jekyll and Lanyon, isn't it? The war and their different scientific attitudes between the progressive, experimental Dr. Jekyll and the conservative, traditional Dr. Lanyon. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, I'm right. Get in. It's 1 in a row. And on I'd go, and on I will go, and on I'll keep going, because I love learning quotes. And I hope you do too, and I hope you find this useful. Revised quotes.